spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. This will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. At 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
But we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Garoppolo setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 43. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Looking to throw on second down. Brennan, they'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Right back to him on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. Take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Derek, certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 38, Garoppolo. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, Garoppolo. But it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And now it's second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
With the carry for
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Vikings nothing.
To throw on 2nd down. Brennan. That's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Tailback, and he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18.
Eric Kendricks.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
And a Panther first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Another run, this time McCaffrey. A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Herb Smith Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. Some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brennan. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Three receivers head out right, one to the left on 2nd and 3. Off play action. Brennan. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 26. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Right side. It's Craig. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
Brought down
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On the ground, McCaffrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Second down, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Good.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And in heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st down, Brennan. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
And 10.
McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40.
22.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to have a 1st down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's McCaffrey down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now third down coming up.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. From the gun, Brennan. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. They'll run with McCaffrey. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Third down. Brennan escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Off the play fake. Brennan. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo. As he throws there, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Brennan. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is out of bounds bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21
And while
yards.
we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down, Carolina.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Craig. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This is McCaffrey. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
The drive starts with a completion left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down now, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Garoppolo. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point try by Bailey. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes the score Panthers 27, Vikings 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 25-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner, 100 yards or more in a game.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
The carry for
Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
for 2 yards. And it's third down.
On third down, they're going to go with the option. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that kick will go out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you make it? Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's coming. Down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly four-down territory. There's Garoppolo to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's fourth down.
Fourth down and goal.